Welcome to Superside. This is the FIM Sidecar World Championship, the 9th round coming from Imola, the penultimate round of the 2003 season. And what a round it's going to be. We have a lot of action. The title chase is still open, but only just. And beautiful sunny weather here in Italy and a full grid of machines. Here it is, the schedule. We can see we had 2 races at Assen just a couple of weeks ago, and Imola this weekend, 3 weeks' time, Mandicourt in France for the first time ever. Full grid down there, just waiting for the formalities to get out the way. A friendly crowd around the Imola circuit. The park here, a great atmosphere, and a lot of them staying around for this Superside action. The weather, sunny, 35 degrees humidity, just coming on a bit more lately. Track temperature is perfect, 32 degrees, and the air temperature, very nice, 22 degrees. So no problems there for any of the machines or tyres. This is what they want, and they've got it for the second to last round of the 2003 championship. On the grid, we've got a pretty spectacular sight. All the umbrellas up, the guys just getting their last instructions. And there is the view back to the start line. So here it is, the lap record 2001, Webster and Woodhead, the 1:57.5, and they've got pretty close to that. In fact, they've beaten it in qualifying. Circuit length is 4.9 kilometres, a bit over 3 miles. And getting down to the grid, Webster and Woodhead pole position yet again, 26 in a row for the Super Pole Masters. They've just obliterated the field again. Steinhausen and Hopkinson, bit of a story about them. We'll get back to them. They missed the final qualifying session, still second on the grid. Van Gils on yesterday's time as well in 3rd position. Abbott's had some problems, and Hanks and Biggs have been rebuilding engines this afternoon after doing 2 head gaskets in qualification. Here is the news though, Dernancourt and his passenger there, number 88, 7th on the grid, their first ever race. They come straight out the French Championship, and there they are. Then we get back to some of the regulars, although Rob Cameron's joined us again for the weekend, so getting in amongst his British countrymen, Gatton Randall, and Founds with a new passenger, Rick Long, in there as well. So a very packed field. Rocher and Harney well down for them. They were consistent early, but Galros and Berglund 15th, and Menge going well in 16th. Row 8 down towards the back there. Morrissey and Harfers had a bit of a trouble. Peach has finally sorted some engine problems and qualified in the last session, and he's looking forward to a pretty good race now that he's on 4 cylinders. Norman Burgess, welcome to Country. What have you got to say about all this?
Oh, I'm looking forward to this one, Rob. This is going to be an action-packed race. I mean, it's such a technical circuit that I'm sure now everybody's sorted the machines out, and the handling and the tyres. Tyres are going to be very important in this one.
Well, there we saw Steve Webster. He's got 26 in a row on pole. Amazing. There's Jörg Steinhausen. Let's talk about him. He's just flown back from Germany. He was in Germany this morning qualifying for a German national race. He qualified here yesterday, 2 sessions yesterday, 2nd on the grid, standing there with Brendan and Jason and Malcolm from Yokohama. That's the whole Yokohama service team there.
Yeah, but there's his dad, Rolf. He's more my hero is Rolf, and a great world champion, Rolf. And yeah, Jörg following in the family tradition.
Yeah, so they've chartered a plane. They've been back to Hockenheim, qualified for a German championship, flew back down. They're racing here. Tonight they fly back to Hockenheim. Tomorrow they win the German championship, they hope.
These are living out of a suitcase at the moment, but it's so important to win the German championship, being obviously from that neck of the wood. And yeah, the Grand Prix is also very important. So yeah, jet setters they are.
Yeah, so a bit of a special story for Jörg Steinhausen. Another special story here, Martin and Tony Van Gils, 3rd. Martin said to me yesterday, if we can sign off on 3rd now, I'll take it. He thought that Abbott and Claffey might come through a bit. There's Tony, just with a bit of a wave. They are really, really happy with 3rd and hope they can stay there.
Going very well, and there's the old wily Derbyshire Fox. Abbott now is taking things in. He's having to think about what he's going to do in the race. And as you know, I'm slightly involved with the team, and there's a little bit of strategy going to be involved in this race, and I think we're going to see Abbott. I've got to say this now, Rob. I think we're going to see Abbott in the first 3.
Well, big call as usual from Norman Burgess. There is the Hanks machine. They've just had that totally in pieces. Did another head gasket. That's 2 for the weekend. Tom said it was his mistake last night. What they should have been doing was rebuilding engines. They went to bed early, had a good night's sleep. Today got up, did another head gasket. He's had to choose which engine to rebuild for the race.
Yeah, very much like myself. I had an early night and all, Rob. And yeah, what happened were the cylinder head gasket problems, and the problem with the cylinder head gaskets are that they're actually machining to critical levels, and this is causing, always will cause cylinder head problems. They're also boring the machines out to such big sizes that we're trying to defeat the manufacturer.
I don't know what to say about Christian Parson with that kiss. There was some line about you and him in there, Norman. I just can't find it at the moment. We'll move on to Rocha and Harney there, the black machine. This is at the back of the grid, number 55. And Rocha's had some major trouble this weekend and shouldn't be in 14th. He was in 4th place in the championship earlier this year, qualified in 14th now.
Yeah, but Adolf Harney, he's the hard man of sidecar racing, is Adolf. He's had more bumps and bruises than I care to think about. And yeah, they will be there at the end, I'm sure.
Here is the surprise packet, straight out of the French Championship. First ever World Championship race. They put it onto 7th on the grid.
Yeah, what a good turnout. I mean, they've just rolled up to the Grand Prix and qualified absolutely fantastic.